Welcome to the Eternal City, where every stone tells a story, and every street corner holds a secret. Standing beneath the arches of the Colosseum, you can almost hear the roar of 50,000 ancient Romans. Completed in 80 AD, this wasn't just an arena, it was the Roman Empire's greatest theater of life and death. Look closely at these stones. Countless hands have touched each one across the centuries. Gladiators preparing for battle, emperors deciding fates with a simple gesture, and now, yours. What many visitors miss is how the Colosseum transforms as darkness falls. The arches, once gateways for spectators, now frame the moon like perfect portraits of Rome's enduring magic. Vatican City, a nation within a city and home to some of humanity's greatest artistic achievements. As you enter St. Peter's Basilica, remember to look up. The dome, designed by Michelangelo himself, soars 136 meters above you. The Vatican Museum's house over 70,000 works of art collected by popes throughout the centuries. But nothing prepares you for what awaits at the end of this journey. The Sistine Chapel, Michelangelo's masterpiece that took 4 years to complete. He painted much of it lying on his back on scaffolding, creating a vision of heaven that has left visitors speechless for over 500 years. Look at the detail in each figure. The emotion in each face. This isn't just paint on plaster, it's humanity reaching for the divine. To experience the true magic of the Trevi Fountain, arrive at dawn when the tourists are still sleeping. This Baroque masterpiece pumps over 80,000 cubic meters of water every day, all of it recycled in an engineering feat that would impress even the ancient Romans. The tradition says throw one coin to ensure your return to Rome. 2 coins to find love with an Italian. 3 coins to marry them. Visitors toss over 3,000 euros daily into these waters, all collected for charity. By night, the fountain transforms. The white travertine stone seems to glow from within, and the sound of water drowns out the city, creating a pocket of timeless beauty in the heart of modern Rome. The Pantheon stands as Rome's most perfectly preserved ancient monument. Step through these 2,000-year-old bronze doors, and you'll experience the same space that Romans did under Emperor Hadrian. The dome above you remains the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome, an architectural miracle that has inspired buildings from the Renaissance to today. The oculus, this perfect circle of sky, is your direct connection to the heavens. When it rains in Rome, it rains inside the Pantheon too. But even this was part of the ancient design. Notice how the floor subtly slopes to drain the water away, an engineering detail that has worked flawlessly for 2 millennia. Here lies Raphael, the Renaissance master who died at just 37. His simple epitaph reads, "Here lies Raphael, by whom nature feared to be outdone while he lived, and when he died, feared that she herself would die." Cross the Tiber River to Trastevere, and you'll discover the Rome that locals want to keep to themselves. This is where authentic Roman life unfolds away from the tourist crowds. These streets are intentionally crooked, a medieval design to slow down invaders. Today they slow down time itself, inviting you to get pleasantly lost. Tourists come and go, but Trastevere remains Trastevere. We are the keepers of the real Rome. Step inside the Church of Santa Maria in Trastevere, where the gilded mosaics from the 12th century still glow as brightly as when they were created. Look for the Madonna della Clemenza, a 7th century icon that's one of Rome's oldest surviving paintings. Villa Borghese offers Rome's version of Central Park, 80 hectares of green tranquility above the Spanish Steps. Romans visit this place to escape the city without actually leaving it. Rent a boat on the small lake, find a shady spot for a picnic, or simply wander paths that have inspired poets for centuries. However, the true treasure lies within the Galleria Borghese. Cardinal Scipione Borghese, an early art influencer with unlimited resources, created this collection in the 17th century. Witness Bernini's Apollo and Daphne, a miracle in marble where you can see the exact moment Daphne transforms into a laurel tree. Her fingertips becoming leaves, her toes turning to roots. Circle the sculpture and watch as the story unfolds from every angle. End your visit at Pincio Terrace for what might be Rome's most romantic sunset view, the entire city spread before you. Domes and bell towers bathed in golden light. Beneath the streets of Rome lies another city, the catacombs. With over 600 kilometers of tunnels housing the remains of early Christians and pagans alike. These weren't secret hiding places as Hollywood might suggest, but sacred burial grounds. The early Christians, unable to buy expensive land for burials, dug downward instead, creating these underground necropolises. Look for these simple symbols. Before the cross became the universal symbol of Christianity, followers used these secret signs to mark their faith. Each tells a story of hope in the face of persecution. This fresco of Jonah being swallowed by the whale dates to the 3rd century, making it one of the earliest Christian artworks in existence. For these early believers, Jonah's story symbolized death and resurrection. Hidden in Piazza Mattei is the Fontana della Tartaruga, the Turtle Fountain, a whimsical masterpiece from 1581 that most guidebooks barely mention. The original design had no turtles at all. They were added by the great Bernini during a restoration 70 years later, a playful touch that transformed the fountain into a beloved local treasure. Local legend says the fountain was commissioned by Duke Mattei, who built it overnight to impress his future father-in-law. The next morning he opened his palace window to show off his creation, then bricked up the window forever so no one else could share the same view. This unassuming elevated corridor is the Passetto di Borgo, an 800-meter escape route that has saved papal lives for centuries. In 1527, when Emperor Charles V's troops sacked Rome, Pope Clement VII fled through this corridor while his Swiss guard died protecting his escape. He watched Rome burn from the safety of Castel Sant'Angelo. Today it opens only occasionally to visitors. Walking these stones, you're tracing the footsteps of popes who fled political intrigue, invading armies, and public uprisings. At the end stands Castel Sant'Angelo, originally Emperor Hadrian's mausoleum. Later a fortress, a prison, and now a museum. In its cells, the Vatican kept its most dangerous enemies, including the philosopher Giordano Bruno before his execution for heresy. Climb to the top for a view that rivals any in Rome. And to stand beside the statue of Archangel Michael, who, according to legend, appeared here in 590 AD, signaling the end of a devastating plague. To taste the true Rome, wake early and head to Campo dei Fiori Market, where locals have shopped for fresh produce since 1869. Roman cuisine follows a simple philosophy: fresh, seasonal, and unpretentious. Each season brings its own specialties: spring artichokes, summer tomatoes, autumn mushrooms, winter chicory. True Roman pasta dishes celebrate simplicity. Cacio e pepe contains just 3 ingredients: pasta, pecorino cheese, and black pepper, but it takes a lifetime to master. Chef, the secret is in the technique, not the ingredients. You must use the pasta water. The starch it contains creates the creamy sauce without adding cream. This is poor people's food that became high cuisine without changing a single ingredient. Each Roman dish tells a story. Carbonara was invented after World War II when American soldiers shared their bacon rations with hungry Romans. Carciofi alla Judia, these crispy fried artichokes come from Rome's Jewish ghetto, where resourcefulness turned humble ingredients into delicacies. And then there's gelato, Italy's gift to human happiness. True artisanal gelato contains no artificial colors, so avoid those bright blue or neon green mountains of the tourist shops. The best gelaterias keep their creations in covered metal tins, not piled high for display. From the Spanish Steps, Via Condotti stretches like a runway of Italian elegance. This is where the world's fashion elite come to worship at the altars of Prada, Gucci, and Valentino. But look beyond the famous brands. The real treasures are the artisanal shops where ancient crafts survive. At Il Papiro, handmade marbled paper is created using techniques unchanged since the Renaissance. At Moriando and Gariglio, Rome's oldest chocolate maker, the recipes have remained secret since 1850. And at Anticamera della Moda, vintage couture from the great Italian designers awaits discovery. Local guide. The smart shoppers turn left or right off Via Condotti. Just one street away, prices drop and authenticity rises. This is where Romans actually shop. For a glimpse of Rome as the aristocracy once experienced it, a horse-drawn carriage called a botticella offers a journey back in time. Your carriage can reach places cars cannot, narrow medieval alleys and secluded courtyards. The slow pace reveals details you'd never notice otherwise: hidden fountains, ancient inscriptions, architectural surprises above eye level. By night, the experience transforms into pure romance. As the ancient stones glow under subtle lighting, you'll understand why countless marriage proposals have been made in these carriages. Each stone on this route has a story. This isn't transportation, it's time travel. In the city that gave birth to some of opera's greatest works, attending a performance at Teatro dell'Opera di Roma isn't just entertainment, it's a cultural pilgrimage. Opened in 1880, this theater has hosted premieres by Puccini and showcased the talents of Maria Callas, Pavarotti, and generations of opera's greatest voices. In summer, performances move to the Baths of Caracalla, where the ancient Roman ruins become a spectacular backdrop for Verdi and Puccini under the stars. Even if you don't understand Italian, the emotions conveyed need no translation. This is music that speaks directly to the heart, passion, tragedy, triumph, and love expressed in the most human of all instruments, the voice. Rome reveals itself in layers like the archaeological excavations that continue to uncover its secrets. The more you look, the more you discover. What makes Rome eternal isn't just its monuments, but its spirit. The capacity to embrace both its imperial past and its vibrant present, to celebrate beauty in all its forms, and to remind us that we are all part of an ongoing human story. The ancient Romans had a saying, "Solvitur ambulando," it is solved by walking. Rome is a city that must be walked, experienced step by step, with all your senses open to its wonders. We've shown you our Rome, both its grand wonders and intimate secrets. Now it's time for you to discover yours. Because Rome isn't just a city you visit, it's a city that becomes part of you forever. If this journey through the Eternal City has captured your imagination, subscribe to our channel for more immersive travel experiences. Share this video with fellow travelers, and tell us in the comments which hidden corner of Rome calls to you.